Hello everyone. Today we will cover part 3 of chapter 5, The Constitution of India from a class 5 SST book. In part 1, we studied about the making of the Constitution of India. We also studied that there are some important parts in our constitution. They are preamble, directive principles, fundamental rights and fundamental duties. We already studied about preamble in part 2. In this part 3, we will study about the directive principles. To make sure that the ideas of the preambles are put into practice, the Constitution has guidelines or instructions to help governments. These are called directive principles of state policy. Now, let us discuss the function of directive principles. They help governments to decide what their policies or plan of action should be. They also help judges to understand what the constitution makers wanted for India. There are several directive principles. The directive principles are not laws, they are only guidelines. Governments have tried to follow the directive principles when making laws for the country. Let us now read some of the directive principles. According to directive principles, there should be equal pay for equal work for both men and women. Help should be given to people who are old, sick, disabled, unemployed, or in any other serious need. Help should be given to the weaker and backward sections of our society so that they may improve educationally and economically. Nutrition and public health for Indian citizens should be improved. The environment, forests, and wildlife of the country should be protected and improved. Monuments, places, and objects of historic or artistic interest should be protected. Therefore, these are some of the directive principles, which are not laws but works as a guideline to help government to decide their policy. Thus, this directive principle is also one of the very important part of our constitution.